Shalom, shalom. I want to start off this video giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. For I learn his truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the Lord's elect, the 144,000, the men, prophet, servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to you, Akwatium, which are you few sisters out there that are seeing your children, shalom. And then today's video is going to be titled, The MOTB is Almost Here. And I'm going to be titling today's lesson that building off of this article that was posted by the brother, And it says, breaking, the U.S. dollar recall is coming to America, right? So they're getting ready to do a recall on this U.S. dollar, man, right? Because we're living in a time of this dollar, getting ready to meet its end. Because guess what? These devils, they have everything already set to bring forward this digital system, which is ultimately going to bring forward the chip, right? So it's only a matter of time for this U.S. dollar, man. This dollar soon is about to be of no value, man, right? And we warned you, Jakes. We warned you that the time is coming where this devil's going to make it mandatory that you got to take an implantable device in order to buy and sell. And that time is fastly approaching, man, right? Because that's what all of this is leading to. You see, the implementation of the RFID microchip, which is the MOTB, right? Washington just confirmed plans to replace the traditional U.S. dollar with a brand new digital version, right? Everything going digital. If you hold U.S. Dollars in any bank account, you must prepare before the switch goes live, right? So like I said, we see these devils gradually setting everything up for the MOTB, right? That's why in 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices, right? Let's read that in the NLT. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Yeah, man, because, hey, we know what all of this is leading to, man. That's why we're warning you Israelites of what's coming. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, we're telling you that, hey, the time is coming very soon where, hey, you won't be able to function in society unless you take a chip. Right? A RFID microchip. That's what everything is leading to, man. And we see everything being set up for that to come, man. Right? But Jake and their minds still think that the U.S. dollar is going to be around forever. Man, the dollar is on its last leg, man. This dollar is about to be of no value real soon, man. Right? And then the American economy is already done, with everything that's going on over there with Iran and Israel and that war, right? And the tariffs that Trump, put on the countries when he came into the White House earlier on. And the tariffs he's still putting on these countries, all of that is affecting America's economy. And it's affecting the dollar, which is going to lead to a economic collapse, which, they want that collapse to happen because then they can be justified in bringing in this new system, right? So I'm going to read it again. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices, right? Yeah, we're not ignorant of this man's plots, man, his tricks, his deception, right? Because we know what's coming, man. We know that these devils want to establish this new world order. And part of that new world order is everyone being microchipped. That's what they want to, accomplish, these elites, right? Starting off with the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, etc., man, right? But like I said, man, we're living in a time and season of major prophecy getting ready to come to pass, man, right? It's only a matter of time before this chip is mandated, man. Let me go to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. And I started verse 1. It said, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And who are those that are on their watch, right? The watchmen going with the men of the Lord. We're the watchmen, right? And we're on the watchtower and we see what's coming and we're blowing the trumpet. We're warning you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, of what's coming down the pipeline, as the Lord have commanded us to do so, as it tells you in Ezekiel 3. Verse 17, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing. We're warning you, Jakes, of what's coming. And we're warning you and telling you that, hey, the time is going to come very soon where this devil, this so-called white man, is going to make it mandatory that in order for you to buy and sell and function in society, you're going to have a chip inside of your right hand or on your forehead, man. That time is coming, right? So let me go back to the book of Habakkuk. Chapter 2, and I start at verse 1 again. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it, right? And the vision are going into the prophecies. And we have made these prophecies plain upon tables, starting out with the apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone. And the men on down, we broke down what the MOTB is, which is the RFID microchip. And a lot of you Israelites are about to see that, man, because you got a lot of Jakes out here that are teaching that the MOTB MOTB is sin, sleeping with white women, and all type of other bugged out things. But no, people are about to see what the MOTB is, that it's a chip, man, because, hey, this thing is about to be here real soon, man. It ain't going to be any denying it real soon when this thing is mandatory, man, when it's worldwide, when it's implemented, right? Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, right? And we're at the time of the end. So we're seeing these prophecies speak, man. We see the stage being set for these prophecies to come to pass, right? But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, right? Though it's taking its time, right? Because to the people in the world, you know, they don't think that this will ever happen. They don't ever think that the American dollar is going to be a thing of the past. They think that the dollar is going to stand forever. But hey, you're sadly mistaken, man. We're living in the time of this dollar getting ready to meet its end, man. And that this chip is getting ready to come, right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. Right? Yeah, man. And that's the time we in, where these prophecies, they're no longer tarrying, man. Right? Let me grab Ezekiel, the 12th chapter. Right? Got to grab that. And I'll start at verse 21. And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Right? And that's what the majority of our people believe. That's the mindset of the majority of Jake. They believe that these prophecies are going to fail. They don't think that this devil's going to make it mandatory that you got to take an implantable device in order to buy and sell, man. Right? It says, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease. That's what the Lord is about to do, man. All of you guys out there that are saying that the MOTB is not the chip, hey, the Lord about to make you people's mouths cease, man. Right? Because this thing is about to come and you people ain't going to be able to ignore it when it's here, man. Right? It says, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand and the effect of every vision. And that's where we at, man. Right? We living in a time of every prophecy, right? These major prophecies, which there's only a few left, right? Which the MOTB is a major prophecy, right? And we're living in a time of it getting ready to come, man. Right? It's only a matter of time, man. You see? So I'm going to go to Revelation 13, right? And I'll go to verse 16. We're going to get straight to it. And it says, and he, who is that he? That's starting off with the elites, man. These Edomites, right? These devils that want to be like the Heavenly Father on the earth. They want to establish this new world order, man. Their enterprise, you know. And he calls it all, because this is going to come upon all the world, man. All the world, to try everybody, man. This is the hour of temptation that's coming. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which that word mark in the Greek goes into charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? And that's what's going to get a lot of our people into taking it, man, because, hey, Jake loved his world, man. The majority of our people, they do not want to depart spiritually from this place, Babylon, man. That's why when this devil crashes this system and tells them in order for them to function in society again, you're going to have to take this digital all, you know, in your right hand and your forehead. Hey, so many Jakes are going to receive it, man, right? I'm going to grab that 1 John real quick. This is 1 John chapter 2. And I started verse 15. It says, do not love the world, right? And the majority of our people, their love is for this world, man, right? And that's why you're going to have a lot of Jake that are going to fall victim to taking this C-hip when it comes, man. And we just pray and hope, Yahweh Ratazah, that we be of the Lord's elect, that we overcome this hour of temptation. Because we know that the Lord's elect, they're not going to take the chip, man, right? As it tells you in the book of Romans. Let me grab that real quick and we'll come back. This Romans, the 11th chapter. In the 4th verse, it said, but what saith the answer of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, which that number 7 just mean a complete number, which is going into the elect. I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Yes, so the Lord got a remnant, the elect, that are not going to take this RFID implantable chip, man, right? But for the majority of our people that got strong attachments to this place, Babylon, hey, when this devil brings in this chip, a lot of Jake are going to ultimately take it, man. And it's going to tell you why, right? This is 1 John 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? And if the Lord's Spirit is not in you, right? If the Lord is not supping with you, you're going to take that chip, man. Because only Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua can bring you through this hour of testing that's coming, right? We're not going to be able to get through this time on our own might or our own strength, right? The Lord's Spirit is going to bring us through this, man. You know, if we be of the elect, Lord's willing, right? The Lord is going to bring his elect through this hour of temptation. It says, verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Yeah, all of that stuff is of the world. And all of those things is what's going to make a lot of people take it, right? Because they want to continue to walk after the lust of the flesh. They want to continue to please their lusts and their desires, right? So they're going to take it, man. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua abideth forever. And this world, right, this age, right, this rulership that's being ran by the Edomites is going to pass away, right? This place, America, is going to be destroyed, man, by thermonuclear fire. And for you Israelites that take this implantable device, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy you, man, right? Revelations, the 14th chapter, right? And verse 9. It said doom for worshipers of the beast, right? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, right, this system, and receive his mark in his forehead on his hand, right? You take that implantable device. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, right? The Lord's righteous anger, man. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's what's going to happen to the people over here in America that take this chip, man. When this place is set on fire by the Lord and the angels via the chariots and those thermonuclear missiles that are going to hit this place, those that take this chip, they're going to be a partaker in that, man, which is the second death, right? So, you know, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying. Just a quick hit through the spirit, building off of that, you know, post that the brother made. But like I said, we're close, man. The MOTB is at the door, man. Any day, any week, any month from now, you know. So with that being said, Lord's willing, to the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.